Welcome back, everyone, to another video of whatever this is. This is a reaction video about my arch nemesis. Not a person, it's a thing. Human faces. Ugh. Anyway, so I have two of the best that I know of, and one is a personal friend of mine. The other one I have never met. Jurgen Lingl and Alec LaCasse. Alec LaCasse. And he is a very talented young feller that I spent quite a bit of time with in Florida over the summer. I should say over the fall. It was 3 weeks in Florida with Alec and Ryan Anderson. It was a blast. Anyway, we became fast friends, and the rest is history. But for now, let's just get right to it. So it's about human faces for me, and Alec, towards the end, reveals some much needed information for those who are going to try to ascend into the ranks of human carver. So let's check it out, folks, with no further ado. All right, y'all. Now the first carver is Jurgen Lingl. I hope I'm saying that right. If not, my apologies. Let's see how Yurgen gets on. Holy buckets. Look at that. So the thing about Yurgen is his form, his shape, he has expression that is more of a painter than a sculptor, but you can't tell because all of his sculptures, even before they're painted, look like paintings. The way he assesses his shadow and light, and the way he manipulates everything, he's classically trained, as you can see, but everything looks like a painting, and to me that's captivating. It's like, and it's so rough, you know what I mean? And his studio is a nicer place than my house, literally. This is great. This gives me something to shoot for. Maybe the wife won't mind if I pull the couch out and put a jaw horse in there. Okay. Look at, he's got his little, what is that, like a little, it's an old steel. I have that same model. Matter of fact, that's the model I cut my hand with. You can say what you want about his tool selection, but he's working indoors. I don't know that, I mean, it makes me wonder if he is aware of the tools that are available, like the Samurai Legend, those little bitty steels. I would love to see how far he could take a face just using the tools that I would use to do like a relief or whatever. Make no mistake, I don't put myself anywhere near in the realm of Jurgen Lingl. I don't think too many other humans can claim that as either. Maybe Hikaru Kodama, potentially, or Hayashi, potentially. But he's using that battery saw inside his studio, which it's this very unique space where he can do rustic things with chainsaws and send sawdust flying everywhere. Or he might just go in there with his paintbrushes and paint. Look at that! Look at the great natural light he's got coming down into that room, and he's utilizing that. So faces, human faces. This is what this video is dedicated to. And offhand, these are the two artists that I would, say are wonderful in that regard. So one would be this fella right here, doing the necessary gauging. I never do that, not ever. I just go, that's about right. Just beautiful. And you'll be seeing some of the things that that you were noticing here from on the second video, the second part of this video. Alec goes into the distinctions between the male and the female bone structure and the facial indicators, if that's a word, facial awareness. Yeah, so this is an iconic looking carve. This looks like something you could have found in a in a church somewhere from 100 years ago or more. It's got that classic style. But like I said before, his style, even before he paints, looks like a painting. So my style, I usually do a dry brush kind of thing, where I paint everything black and then go over top, and then it shows my work. Where he uses a different technique. I'm not sure what you would call it. I know it's just a form of painting, but it's like a transparent. And he just gives hints, these little hints of color, still allowing the grain to show, still, and it's almost, the word comes to mind, gesso comes to mind. Because everything in that place is white or like has this, has a milky wash to it, like that horse in the background. Like it's a sketch on paper, and he's using watercolors, transparent watercolors to like bring forth this beautiful illustration of a woman. It's mind-boggling. It's so crude and so refined at the same time. It's not even funny. It's like a pixelated image of a perfect, of a photograph. So beautiful. Well done. Insane. As far as having a style, his is my favorite by far. Because why? Because his style, he didn't jump off at a certain point. Looks like they're doing the unveiling. Oh my goodness, yeah. He doesn't, beautiful. He has a style, but his jumping off point never happened. Like he's still in there. Like my jumping off point happened when I was 19, artistically. I just kind of blend those things with the new things these days. But, all right, let's see what Alec has to say.
Hey guys, all right, today we're going to talk about the differences between male and female faces and how you can easily distinguish between male faces and female faces. All right, so to start, I'm going to show you a female face. This is a large-scale female face. She got a big crack on her. So I want you to notice something about the profile. Let's talk about the profile first, because this is kind of the most under-talked about. It smells like cedar.
Okay. Did he? I think he carved his wife's face. Like it's perfect. It looks just like her, if that's who I'm. He's really fond of it. as you can see. That is crazy. So looks like I came to the right channel for this bit of whatever this is. Wow. Very cool.
Talked about aspect of the female face. So first thing I want you to notice is the jaw, right? The jaw angle and the size of the jaw. Now, a male jaw is generally going to be a little bit more square, meaning that this angle is going to come up a little bit lower and cut off like so, and that already makes it look a little more masculine. So we take that angle up a little higher. Another thing that you'll notice is the forehead. The forehead on the female face is generally not as protruding. So the male face, you're going to see a big kind of heavy brow ridge. Let's see if I have an example over here. Yeah, you're going to see a heavier brow ridge that sort of jut out here, and then even this forehead needs to come back a little bit more. But you can see that on the female face, it's going to be a flatter forehead from that side view. Another thing you'll notice is the nose is a little bit smaller, and there's a slight upturn in some cases. In this case, it's fairly straight with just a very subtle little upturn at the ball here, right? That's going to be common in the female face, either a straight nose or a what I would say a concave nose. Another issue here, or not issue, but another thing you'll notice is the nose is upturned a little bit. So the angle of the nostril slightly pointed upward like so. That's a typically female characteristic. A man's nose is going to be a little bit more square. And those are some of the main points. You can't really see very well from here, but the cheeks are also a little bit less kind of prominent on the male. So here you're going to have a little bit more of a fuller prominent cheek.
Okay, so dang it. There's so many different combinations about this that you can do. Like, human beings in general are so they're just different. Like, there's a lot of masculine looking women and there's a lot of feminine looking men, and especially in this day and age. But he's breaking it down artistically and just using his experience, and obviously other people have taught him this. And that's how artists figure out who's who, right? Who's what. And it's crazy how people can get confused. I should say fake confused about who's what, male, female, whatever. We have indicators that have been designed for millennia to tell us who you are, what, or not necessarily who you are, but what you are. As far as, are you a threat? Are you a male? Are you a female? That's just the way this works. It's insane that this is put into question ever. Who looks like a male and who looks like a female.
All right, let's look at the front view. Let's talk about that for just a moment. The one thing you'll notice is that the eyes on the female face are generally wider. They're a little bit wider and larger set, and they're more open. And this is due to something very interesting about the brow structure meeting the nose. The eyes appear more open than a male's because of the Y structure of the face. So if you just imagine that the bridge of the nose is the bottom line in the Y, it forms a Y. The brow ridge forms a Y on the female, and on the male, more of a T. Even if you notice my fingers as they come down here, it makes the face look more masculine, right? So that square brow, that brow that goes straight across, is a more typically male feature, right? Another symptom of that is the inside corner of the eye on the male is going to line up with the outside corner, right? So it's going to be straight across. On the female, oftentimes you'll see a little bit of an upward turn so that the inside corner is a little lower than the outside corner, which sits up following the kind of Y of the forehead. Instead of the straight across T, it's more like that, right? So it makes the eye appear larger, more open, and you have that look. So you can see again the upturned nose from here. Generally speaking, the lips on the female are going to be a little bit fuller. They're going to be a little bit wider, and they're also going to be slightly higher on the mouth mound, right? So you've got this mound here. You might notice that they're a little bit closer to the lips. Another thing is this chin is going to be less square. You see how this chin kind of tapers into this kind of soft point? Well, even her chin could use to be taken down ever so slightly to kind of soften the masculinity of her chin. But there is a softness in here. A lot of times with a male chin, underneath the lip, you'll see kind of a boxy, squared off look. And this kind of boxy zone beneath the lower lip is indicative of the male face. The other thing, the mandible, or the jaw rather, is going to be longer on the male and shorter on the female. So from here to down, you're going to have less length in the face. It's typically a male thing. You'll see the males tend to have longer jaws. So these are some of the main highlights. I don't think I'm forgetting. There's got to be something I'm forgetting, of course. There's always something, but.
Well, I think something that he's not, I don't know if he's forgetting it or just if not part of the program is this particular one, is lines. Even incidental lines, while you're carving or you leave tool marks on the face, especially on a female's face. It makes them look old. Like, that's why, it's really like children and like women are very difficult to carve for me because they have different facial structures, and you can't, like, I like to put lines on everything and express myself, and with that it's I don't know, it's really tough. So if I could throw in one thing, it would be incidental or purposeful lines on the face.
That's the gist of kind of the main differences between the male and female face. Oh, the cheek, you can also see here, there's a little bit more fullness in the cheek. On the male, it's straight down, right? I might have a little bit more cheekbone than the average kind of male, so mine comes out a little bit higher than most. And the nose, often a little bit shorter, a little bit less wide on the female as well. So that's that, guys. I hope this was helpful. I hope that you are benefited by this when you're carving your male or female faces, differentiating. This stuff is fresh on my brain because I'm writing about these differences in my upcoming book, and that will be coming out in hopefully the next year or so. So look out for that. I'll be posting about it. But thanks again, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh. Boom, boom.
Wow. Well, that was very informative. Hopefully all of you enjoyed that as much as I did. I guess hopefully I can keep doing these videos, putting them out there and getting a good response. So if you haven't liked and subscribed yet, please do. I'm getting a lot of views and I'm not getting a lot of subscribers. It's weird. But don't forget to check the next one coming down, the old Picaroni. And I will see you on the next one.